Before we dive in, welcome to the channel. Here we take complex ideas, algorithms, AI, cybersecurity, finance, and turn them into simple, clear explanations anyone can understand. No jargon, no fluff, just the real story behind how things actually work. And today's topic is one most people never think about, but experience every single day: search algorithms. If you've ever wondered why Google shows you certain results, why YouTube recommends specific videos, or why your searches look different from someone else's, this video will make everything finally make sense. If you enjoy explanations like this, consider subscribing. Now let's get started. Every time you type something into Google search on YouTube, scroll on TikTok, or look for a product on Amazon, you're not really searching the internet. You're asking an algorithm to decide in a fraction of a second what you should see first. And the strangest part, that decision is not the same for everyone. 10 different people with the same search can see 10 completely different results. So what's actually happening behind the scenes? How does a machine choose what's relevant, what's trustworthy, what's interesting, and what should appear at the very top of your screen? Today, we're going to break down search algorithms in the simplest, most intuitive way possible. No math degree required, no jargon. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why you see what you see online. Let's start with a simple idea. Imagine you walk into the world's biggest library. Billions of books stacked to the ceiling. You want to find one specific page inside one specific book in 1 second. You can't search everything manually, so you need a system. That system is a search algorithm. It doesn't just find things, it ranks them. It predicts what you actually meant. And it tries to give you the best answer instantly. So let's break it down from the beginning. What is a search algorithm? In the simplest terms, it's a set of rules a computer uses to decide which information is useful and which isn't. It looks at enormous amounts of data and organizes it in a way that lets you get an answer almost instantly. But before it can pick an answer, it needs something important: an index. Think of the index like a giant map created by search engines. Google sends automated programs called crawlers to scan websites, read their content, follow links, and store important details. Every word, every link, every title gets added to a massive index. Without the index, Google would have to search the entire internet from scratch every time you ask a question. That would take hours. With the index, it takes milliseconds. But finding all pages that match your keywords is the easy part. The real magic happens in ranking. Imagine searching best coffee. Google might find 100 million pages with those words, but it only shows you 10 on the first page. So the question becomes, how does it decide what goes first? Search algorithms evaluate results based on several key factors. The first is relevance. Does the content actually match what you typed? In older search engines, relevance meant matching keywords. If the words best and coffee appeared on the page, that page ranked higher. But keyword matching alone doesn't understand meaning. That's why modern search uses semantic understanding. Instead of matching words, it tries to understand your intent. If you search best coffee, you might be looking for coffee beans, coffee shops, or coffee makers. The algorithm tries to guess which one makes the most sense based on your behavior and the behavior of millions of other users. The second factor is authority. Imagine you're researching a health question. A random blog shouldn't rank higher than a medical institution. The algorithm looks at how many trustworthy sites link to a page, how long the site has existed, and how reputable it is. This is where Google's famous PageRank algorithm comes in. PageRank is basically a voting system where every link from one site to another counts as a vote. Votes from authoritative sites matter more. That's why big sites rank higher. They have more votes from other trusted sources. The third factor is user behavior. If thousands of people click on a search result and stay on the page for a long time, the algorithm assumes it's helpful. If people click a result and leave immediately, the algorithm lowers the rank. This is why click-through rate and bounce rate matter. Search engines learn from how humans behave. The fourth factor is personalization. This is the one most people don't think about. But it affects your results massively. Your location device language, watch history, search history, and even the time of day can change what you see. If you search pizza in New York, you'll see New York restaurants. If you search it at home at midnight, you might see delivery options. If you search it while traveling in Italy, you'll see something completely different. This leads to a surprising truth. Search results aren't objective. They're personalized predictions about what you're most likely to click. Now let's dive deeper into how the algorithm understands content. One of the classic techniques is TF-IDF, which stands for Term Frequency Inverse Document Frequency. It sounds complicated, but here's the simple idea. TF-IDF boosts words that are rare and important, and reduces the importance of words that appear everywhere, like the orange. This helps the search engine figure out what a page is really about. But today we're seeing a huge shift toward semantic search powered by AI. Instead of focusing on individual words, semantic search tries to understand meaning. For example, if you search how to install lights, the AI might show you tutorials about electricity ceiling fixtures or LED strips, even if the exact words don't match, because it understands the concept behind your question. This is why modern search feels almost like asking a real person. At this point, you might be wondering, why do two people see different results for the same search? The answer lies in personalization signals. Imagine two users search best camera. One user watches photography tutorials, likes tech reviews, and searches for lenses. The other searches for cheap gifts and home gadgets. Even though they typed the same phrase, their intent is completely different. The search algorithm uses past behavior to predict what each person wants. It's not showing the best result universally. It's showing the best result for you. But personalization isn't the only reason results vary. Algorithms also consider your device. On a phone, shorter pages or pages with mobile-friendly layouts rank higher. On a computer, longer and more detailed pages may appear at the top. Time also matters. If something just became popular, trending content can jump to the top quickly. Now let's talk about a downside of search algorithms, the filter bubble. Because search tries to personalize your experience, you might only see content that aligns with your existing views. Over time, this prevents you from discovering new perspectives. It's like living in an invisible bubble, where the internet shows you what it thinks you want, not what you need. Another issue is SEO manipulation. Website owners can optimize pages to rank higher, even if the content isn't actually good. Search algorithms constantly evolve to fight these tricks, but it's a never-ending battle. Bias is another challenge. Algorithms are trained on human-created data, which means they can absorb human biases. If people click certain results more often, the algorithm might treat those as more legitimate, even if they're not. Search engines spend billions of dollars trying to reduce bias, but it's impossible to eliminate it completely. So, what does the future of search look like? We're moving toward AI-powered search that doesn't just give you a list of links. Instead, it answers your question, directly summarizes information, or generates explanations. Voice search is also growing fast. Instead of typing, you'll talk to your device, and it will talk back. Search will feel more like a conversation than a query box. Let's wrap this up. Search algorithms aren't magic. They're systems built on rules, patterns, predictions, and massive amounts of data. They decide what you see based on relevance, authority behavior, and personalization. Once you understand how they work, you can understand why your results look the way they do. And more importantly, you can search smarter. If you want a follow-up video about recommendation algorithms, how TikTok knows what you like, or how Google ranks YouTube videos, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching Stay Curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you understand what's really happening behind the scenes every time you search for something online. Search algorithms are everywhere, and once you understand how they work, you see the internet differently. If you want a follow-up video about recommendation algorithms, how TikTok predicts your interests, or how ranking systems shape what goes viral, let me know in the comments. If this video helped you, give it a like, and if you're new here, consider subscribing for more clear and simple explanations just like this. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.